Welcome to Naughty Knots. Let's look at Trump. Now there's a knot. A knot is, by the way, there are no knots in nature. Did you know that? There are no knots in the universe. But there are knots in human nature. There are knots in the human world. And a knot is something we know shouldn't be there. But we drives us crazy. There's a wobble in the car. That knot shouldn't be there. And so we take it from mechanic to mechanic to find the knot. I got a knot in my body. That shouldn't be there. I go from doctor to doctor to find one who can tell me what the knot is. But these are knots in the physical world. These are knots in matter. And they can be untied because matter is logical. Matter is rational. There's no magic in the universe. If there's a knot, you can find the cause. There is a cause. There's no magical cause. There's no personal cause. There are no gremlins or genies or devils, you see. Every knot has a cause, and every knot can be untied if you get enough computer power. Anyway, but these are not the knots that drive us crazy. The knots that drive us crazy are my knots, or knots in me, not in other people. Let them take care of their own knots. It's the knots in me that I can't untie. We call these double binds, or monoduologue, or can't say that movie, Groundhog Day. A knot that won't untie keeps it repeating itself, and it comes back in new forms. That's why we can't untie it. It keeps changing. It's a shift changer. It's why we love movies. Movies are the same knots in new stories. If you could just get to that original knot, you could untie all knots. But the knots are like elusive unicorns. You can't catch them because they keep appearing in new forms. So finally you catch one, you figure it out, and it appears in a new knot. Where do all these damn knots come from? Where do these damn knots come from? That's what the Republicans say to the liberals. Where do all these rights come from? You got the rights for blacks, rights for women, rights for LGBT, rights for queers, rights for lesbians, rights for trans, rights for workers, rights for the unemployed, rights for the immigrants. Where do all these knots come from? Anyway, I digress, but isn't that funny? So the Republicans wanted one knot that would untie all the knots, and they came up with Trump. Trump is the naughty knot. Trump is the knot that will untie all those other knots. Get rid of all those other rights. Make life simple again. No knots. Everything will be yes. No no's. Yes, that's what MAGA wants, where everything is yes. No more knots. But of course, that's ridiculous. Anyway, what I want to get back to is what's the naughty knot? How can you change a knot into a naughty knot? Now, when your knot becomes a naughty knot, that means that you can untie other knots with the naughty knot. The naughty knot is like a magical knot. It will untie other knots, but it's a formula. It's not a physical knot. It's not a knot you can put on the board and give it a label. This is the label knot that will untie other knots. No, the naughty knot is a formula. You have to learn the formula or the equation. And if you can discover or learn or realize that equation, you can untie all the knots in your life. So how do you, a knot is serious. I can't turn a knot. And it's serious. So if other people say, oh, that's a funny knot, you can untie, that's my serious knot. Don't laugh at it. Don't disrespect my knot. We do that. Don't disrespect my knot. It's serious. It hurts me. This is a serious knot. Other people, don't make fun of my knot. We get outraged when people make fun of my knot, you see. Well, that's a knot that has tied you in knots. So how do you untie this knot, this straitjacket knot? Well, you turn it into a naughty knot. So how do you do that? That's what I want to know. I'm constantly changing knots in my life into naughty knots. I just did a talk on tinnitus. I turned tinnitus, which was a knot, a pain, a serious sound that I can't get rid of, I turned it into a naughty knot. And now, when the tinnitus comes, it's funny. I laugh at it. It informs me. It's a wise knot. Another name for a naughty knot is a wise knot, a guru knot. That's a good one. Transmute your suffering, your serious knots, into a guru knot. Now, a guru knot informs you instead of tying you up. A guru knot is a transmission of wisdom instead of pain. But you have to transmute the serious, literal knots into naughty knots or guru knots. A naughty knot makes you laugh. Laurel and Hardy is a naughty knot. They tie themselves up in a knot in every movie, and we laugh at it because they don't see that they're tying themselves in a knot. They think the knot is serious. Well, we can get this project done, but their good intentions tie themselves into a knot, and they end up, this is another fine mess you've gotten me into, another knot. But we look at it and roar with laughter. Now, what if we could change the knots that hurt me, that bother me, that plague me, that tie my mind in knots into a naughty knot? And when that knot appeared, we would know it's a naughty knot and we would roar with laughter. Or it could be the guru knot, and when that knot appears, we get wisdom from it. It unties wisdom. So when you have a naughty knot, it will untie laughter or it will untie wisdom. But either way, it goes away. It goes away. Another knot may appear, and you welcome it. Here's another knot. Now I know the formula. I can transmute this knot into a naughty knot, into a guru knot. Let me have it. Give me more knots. More knots. Damn the knots. Full speed ahead. You see what I'm pointing at? Thanks for dropping in. Subscribe, follow, or whatever. Like, kick this knot down the road.